Hi, Tom here. Hope you really enjoyed the points that we gave in Heroes of the Holy Land, Moses' life. So as we talked about, point one, we give and God gives back. You see, people from a priestly line, the Levites, that came together, had a child in a difficult time where the Pharaoh was wanting to kill all the male children. God provided a way for them to not be able to be found out. But after 3 months, they had to trust a plan of putting Moses in a basket and floating him down the river. That was something they felt they needed to do, but God rescued Moses and intervened by giving Moses back to his mother so she was able to nurse him through his growing up. Point two, we saw in gaining acceptance. Moses tried it his own way to move into a relationship with the Israelites because the Egyptians were mistreating them. He thought, this is my chance. I'll be their hero and rescuer from the Egyptians and they'll appreciate it. Oh no, they didn't appreciate it. Because there's some things that the word says that God opens doors, we have to walk through those doors. The door's shut, you can't walk through it. Moses tried to go through a shut door because that wasn't the way God was going to deliver the Israelites. Moses wasn't even prepared yet. So as he tried to gain acceptance, his acceptance was in another land. That's point three, palace to pasture. As Moses had all the luxuries, all the things that you could want by being the Pharaoh's adopted son, it wasn't what he yearned for. He yearned to be with his people, but through that process, it took him to Midian into a family of shepherds. The Pharaoh was the top of the land. The shepherds were the bottom. The Egyptians looked down on the shepherds as very lowly. Moses joined that, having to learn both, to be content in a lot and to be content with little. So he was in the desert. He was in the right place. He met his wife. He learned to trade, and he found a new mentor in his father-in-law. Then it goes on. Point four was God's plans won't burn up. As he was out doing his job one day, something that we should do, because every day when you wake up, the Bible says his mercies and goodness are new every day. We should be looking for that. I talk all the time that you can't look in the past because that's not where you're at. You can't look in the future because that's where you're going. It's the present that you need to pay attention to. That's why they call it a present, because the present is going to be where you're going to see God move to get you to the future. Past doesn't count anymore. God can redeem and work through that. But as he was doing his shepherding in the desert, in a hard land, he went by and he noticed a bush burning, but not burning up. The bush was not consumed by the fire. This sparked his interest because it was the beginning of recognizing that relationship with God. Every one of us have to have that. So as he turned to this bush to see this phenomenon, God met him right there in the desert, in the pasture, in this bush that wasn't being consumed, and he started to speak the future into Moses' life, telling him that you'll know that I'm who I say I am when you get back to this spot, and the Israelites are with you and they're free. So as we talk to the conclusion of this, I hope you got all those points. If not, rewatch them. Tom Touchstone, God bless.